Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and today we are talking about my favorite type of goal setting and planning. We are talking about budgeting and financial goals. I have my Clever Fox Budget Planner Pro here, and today we are going to set 10 financial goals for 2024 and also show you how to use a mind map to kind of map out those goals and figure out the best way to go about them. So whether you are just looking to get your budget in order, you have big financial goals for the year, or you're somewhere in between, this video is definitely going to help. So make sure you watch the whole video so you don't miss any of the tips and tricks that I am sharing today, and that you are subscribed to our channel with that notification bell turned on so that you get notified each time we post a new video. Let's get started. All right, now budget goals are some of my favorite types of goals because I love budgeting. I love seeing the changes that we can make in our lives once we're more intentional about our money, whether that means reducing spending, using cash envelopes, or even looking for extra sources of income or, a better job to be able to earn more money. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some financial goals and a mind map to kind of set them up. So the first financial goal is going to be to max out my 2024 Roth IRA. And that's a type of retirement account. I do not have a 401k at my job, so my retirement is entirely up to me. And it's really important that I continue to max it out, which means the highest possible contribution that the IRS allows. Another financial goal is going to be weekly budget reviews. Typically, I review my budget at the end of the month, but it's going to be really important to review it weekly to make sure that I'm on track with all of my spending. Then another budget goal, financial goal, is save for new interior doors. I don't love the doors in my house, and I have 9 that need to be replaced, and I know it's going to be a pricey replacement, so I'd like to set a savings goal in terms of new interior doors. Start investing. I do have most of my money in a high yield savings account, but it's really important for me to have my money start working for me, and that is going to mean start investing. Another financial goal is find a new accountant. My accountant has retired, so it's just time to find a new one. He did give me a couple of names of people who I could reach out to, but I'm looking for someone who is a little bit more in tune of the type of work that I do. That is going to be a better match for me for like a long-term accountant. Then we are going to write, get back to using cash envelopes. I've kind of stopped using cash envelopes probably since I moved. So I really want to get back to them because when I'm using cash envelopes, I'm spending less, I'm saving more, and I'm really intentional about my finances. My next goal is going to be, I'm just going to write down revenue goal, 25% higher than 2023. And this is just really a goal to earn more and do work that needs to be done to earn more. Another goal, do not add any new credit cards. Right now I have 3 credit cards. They are all paid off in full each month, but I want to remain debt-free, and besides my mortgage, of course. And so my goal is going to be do not add any new credit cards because 3 is enough. We're gonna do a little asterisk here because this is a maybe goal. We'll write possible refinance. Refinancing my home will depend on whether or not interest rates go down. I'm not entirely sure that they will, but if they do, it is something I'd want to do. And then we're going to do a goal of 3 extra mortgage payments for the year. So every quarter, well, that's every third of the year, I'd like to do 1 extra mortgage payment because I think that it would really help in terms of seeing my mortgage number go down and knowing, because I do have a goal of paying off my mortgage early. I have only been in my home 6 months. That goal is nothing that's going to happen anytime immediately, but it is a goal that I would like to see eventually happen, maybe in 15 years or so. So that is just one of those things to be mindful of, and one of the reasons that I want to pay more, because I want to be able to reach that goal eventually. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of highlighters here because we're gonna sort of play around in terms of a mind map of what needs to happen. So some of these, like weekly budget reviews and get back to using cash envelopes, is, let's kind of put this here. So we're gonna use a little bit of highlighter, okay, and do budget review and envelopes. Set a specific day each week to go to the bank and review my budget. A mind map can be ideas on how to achieve the things you want. It can also be different actionable items to get there. Now, goal number 5, we're gonna look here, is to find a new accountant. So we'll color in here just to add a little bit of fun and write accountant, talk to family and friends for recs, just in case anyone has a recommendation of someone I should use before I just start seeking, a total stranger. Over here, we're going to write increase income. Now, my full-time job, I don't see my income increasing unless I get a raise, but I also have this job where you see as I make planner videos. And so that is really going to be where the income increases. So we're going to write start mapping out ways to higher monetize my skills. Now, I know this is a mind map and I put in there to start mapping things out, but that takes a little bit more time to really dive deep into it. Okay, over here, let's write mortgage. And then we're going to do this for possible refinance. Keep an eye on interest rates and save towards costs, because it's not free to refinance. My understanding is it's about the same as closing costs on a house, which are not cheap. And then over here, this could have also been part of mortgage, but I ran out of a little bit of space on that side. And we're going to write extra mortgage. We'll add a little bit more here. Payments. Use savings challenges to reduce spending and set aside money for savings goals. And then what we're also going to do is put the same color down here and write save for new doors and add the same arrow, because the way that I'm going to achieve both of these goals is by focusing more on saving and less on spending, because that's going to be really important. So as I'm looking at these, now I didn't include max out my IRA because that's something that I include in my budget each month. So it is something that kind of just happens, but doesn't just happen. It happens as a result of including it in my budget each month, but it is going to be on the goal list. The final thing that I wanted to note here is invest. And really what I need to do here, schedule a sit down with Mark. My stepdad is a retired financial advisor. We don't typically talk budgeting things because that's not what I use him for. But in terms of investing, he is the go-to person. So it's really great to have a resource like that who I can, rely on and trust. But I just have to have the time to make it happen. So what I'm also going to do over here is just an extra little way of color coding, but you don't necessarily have to. So we have the new doors for these, just to sort of confirm that I have put possible refinance. I have mapped out everything, almost everything. Increase income, because I also realized I didn't put anything about not adding any new credit cards, but again, that's just don't add any new credit cards. Budget review is here, and get back to using cash envelopes is here. A new accountant is going to be yellow, and start investing is going to be orange. So like I said, the ones we didn't do were the retirement and the new credit cards, because those are just things that I have to do. And that's it. So hopefully this video gave you a couple of ideas, other ideas, if your financial goals look different than mine, is to pay off student debt. If you are looking to buy a house, to start saving to buy a house, because those expenses are not cheap. If you don't have an emergency fund, save for an emergency fund. If you only have one job, look for ways to increase your income, whether getting a new job or maybe getting a raise. There are so many different things. You could set up a long-term financial plan, a short-term financial plan. If you have a partner, you can set up weekly or monthly budget meetings. These are very personal to me. Finances are probably the most personal category of goals that I can think of, but I'm really passionate about sharing a little bit of my wisdom with you. Hopefully you found this video helpful. You can pick up the Clever Fox Budget Planner Pro over at cleverfoxplanners.com. Please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel while you are over there. Thanks so much for spending time with me today, and we will see you soon.